What is the number one Instagram post in 2020? What I want to share with you today is what is the top performing post that I've been seeing in terms of organic reach and engagement in 2020. The algorithm's constantly changing. A lot of people are struggling to adapt to it in terms of organic growth. And that's where you see a lot of people going through the paid option, but ultimately that's going to hurt you in the end. I've got a lot of friends that have tried out inorganic and paid Instagram growth using bots and things like that. But the problem is as soon as they stop, they end up losing their followers. It starts getting low quality followers, and at the end of the day, I'm a huge advocate against vanity metrics in terms of people just caring about the followers, because let's face it, if you've got 100,000 followers but none of them are actually interested in you, your business, your product, your service, that doesn't do you much good. So you want to make sure that you're growing the organic way and actually growing the right way in 2020 with people that want to use your product, service, or simply just want to become loyal, true fans of yours. So I've figured out which post actually works the best, and it's actually going to surprise you, because this surprised me, to be honest with you. I wasn't expecting to get this type of traction. I've proven it time and time again, and it's made a world of a difference with my Instagram profile. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to hop on my phone, share my screen with you, and walk you through step by step, showing you the posts that I've been using that's driving massive organic growth to my profile, and see what you can do in order to implement the same strategy for yours. Alright guys, so as mentioned, what I want to do is I want to show you exact examples of the best Instagram posts in 2020. I've proven this myself, and I'm going to show you in the back end of my own platform exactly how this relates to what you guys can do. So let's open up Instagram here, and then I want to show you these exact posts, okay? So let's look at my analytics for a second. We'll come over here and we'll look at my insights. Now, this is really interesting. We'll see here recently. Now let's look at these top 3 and actually the top 6, for example. You can see here, this is over the last year. Now let me make this maybe the last 3 months, and you'll be able to see a pattern here. Look at the top 4. Now there's a reason for this, and I'm going to show you a couple of different insights as to why this is so important. So you can see that I've got some pretty decent photos, I believe here. You can see that I've got some very powerful photos that of like big accolades and professionally taken photos, and photos with, you know, very big entrepreneurs that like Gerard Adams, in order to, again, that would generally attract a lot of attention, but it didn't attract as much attention as these 4 up here. Look at the quotes, for example. Now let me show you something even more incredible that when we go down to this. So let's look at this one over here. We'll pick another photo that has done quite well recently, which is this one. Okay, so this one was talking about done is better than perfect, and I've got a long description in here about why you need to just get something done instead of trying to always focus on being perfect. Now let's look at the insights of this for one quick second. You can see here that there's 173 likes, 26 comments, 8 shares, and 8 shares and 11 saves. Okay, and it reached 3,700 people. Let's go to another photo that did, you know, pretty decent for me, which was the one with Gerard Adams. Okay, so we've got this one here, and you can see that it's got, you know, 154 likes, 7 shares, and 2 saves, and you can kind of see that these are doing decent. Even for my car, something that generally attracts a lot of attention, it's got, you know, 4 shares and 2 saves and 120 likes, and that's okay. Now let's get to the heavy hitters that everybody should be using in 2020. Let's look at this first one, for example. Caring more about looking happy on social media than actually being happy in real life might be the biggest mistake. Let's see what happened with this one. 668 likes, 93 shares, 62 saves. Now, why are shares and saves so important? I don't even care about likes anymore or comments. The ones that grow your Instagram are the shares and saves. The reason being is because saves is showing that people want to save your content in order to come back to it, so they're building a deeper connection with you. But the shares is where they're sharing this. So 93 people either sent this to somebody that they know or shared it on their story, and the majority of them are tagging me in it and sharing it on their story. Let's look at this one, most recent one. Being lazy is disrespectful to people who believe in you. 752 likes, 152 shares, 129 saves. So this day, this was a few days ago, 3 days ago, I got blown up with people tagging me in their stories. And what happens when people tag you in their stories? Their audience clicks on it and goes and checks out your profile. So my followers have been growing quite quickly just by integrating these posts. We can see again on another one, doing a sort of like a quarantine replacement list. I talked about things you can do now in order to become better during the quarantine. Look at this one again, replacing Netflix marathons with sleep, different things like that. These are just quotes that are things that help your target audience and your target demographic and would really resonate with the people that follow you already. 547 likes, 80 shares, and 136 saves. And the final one we'll look at is this one last here. Maybe we'll look at this guy here. Again, another one, not on the same level, but still a ton more engagement with all of these quotes that are coming in, right? A lot more than any other post, even ones where I went through a big transition. This still didn't have near as much engagement as these quotes that resonate with my target audience. So looking at this one, this is stuff that you can do. So mine airs on the side of motivation and inspiration. So that's because that's basically my target audience is entrepreneurs looking to grow and scale their business using social media and innovative strategies. So you don't have to use these typical status quo quotes. You can use any sort of quote that aligns with your brand and your business in order to resonate with your target audience. And because people are following you for a specific reason, ultimately, they're likely going to share and save this, and you're going to get similar results to this. So it's pretty crazy to see that I just have my graphic team create these with whatever quotes that I'm thinking of at that time, and they create them. And look how simple this is. This isn't even a Twitter post. I don't even have Twitter, but I just set it up in a way that looks similar to Twitter. And then you can see I've got this little emoji down here that kind of relates to my brand. But I've got very high quality photos that were professionally taken. You can see here, a lot of these were done by professional photographers, and none of them get even close to the engagement of these photos. And ultimately, these are the ones that are organically growing my followers every single time I post them. Every single time I post one of these, my followers increased quite dramatically that day. So I like to sprinkle them in. I don't want to flood my profile with them, but I just wanted to share with you that these undoubtedly are doing the best because people want to share this kind of stuff. Nobody's really going to share this on their story. They might share it with a friend. They might share it with, somebody that they know or somebody that they know that's in the industry, but they're very unlikely to be sharing this on their story. Now, I did have, out of the 8 people, probably about 4 share it on their story and tag me. But again, with things like any of the other ones, like not many people are going to share this photo of somebody else's car, but people are very open to sharing quotes. You can even look at your own patterns where you oftentimes will share quotes from a Gary Vee or an Ed Mylett or a Tony Robbins or somebody that's influential or inspirational to you. So I just had to share that with you because I've noticed a massive increase in my organic following and engagement just by implementing these, and I'm going to continue to do so going forward. So hopefully that helps. Really excited to share different strategies and tips that are working for me with you. And otherwise, guys, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you next time.